All right, y'all. I know what it be. Primary Trout. And this music's kind of loud. I'm not going to hold you. All right. Gonna be making my first ever Smash Ultimate tier list. I don't really know how else I'm going to answer this. I'm just making my first ever Smash Ultimate tier list. Off rip, Rob is the best character in the game. I don't care what anybody says. Rob is the best character in the game. Let me delete these lower tiers first, and I'll get to explaining. I'd say it goes to about D tier. But, yeah. Top tier. Top tier. High tier. Mid tier. Low tier. Bottom tier. Hold on. Because, like, the thing about high tier is that there are, like, a bunch of characters in high tier. So, 22, like, 39. And then, like, 40 and below is mid tier. And this is all ordered, by the way. Or I'm going to try my best to order it. Maybe top 10 is only going to be ordered. So, yeah, best character in the game is Rob. A lot of people are going to think that, like, oh, like, I'm not going to go for the unfunny Rob is big joint. But it is a big part of his weakness is his hurt box size as well as his disadvantage state. And then that coupled with the fact that he loses like 8 billion matchups is a big reason that people say that, like, oh, he can't be the best character in the game. He loses like 30 matchups, which I agree. He loses like a ton of matchups, but that's not enough to stop him from being the best character in the game. And I'm also not one to usually say, oh, like results auto mean that a character is the best character in the game. But if you look at Rob's results throughout the history of Smash Ultimate, like this game came out in late 2018, he's been at the top. He's been consistent. He's been the most consistent character from December 7th, 2018 until the day I'm making this video, being like March 28th, 2022. He's always been a meta staple. He has tools that like most characters don't have. And the fact, and like moves like his down tilt, his Nair, Gyro, which can control neutral, back air, which auto ledge. Gyro not only controls neutral, but it sets up ledge traps. It can cover him as a landing option because he can toss it down and cover that space below him. He can edge guard with it. He has true Yoda deaths with it that work on the entire cast, like the entire except Bayo because she can bats within out of Rob's side B, and that's why it's his worst matchup in my opinion. But yeah, no, like. It's really brazy. And then you take, and like aside from Gyro, you have moves like Rob down tilt, Rob forward tilt, which is frame 7, and it kills really early if you can get the sweet spot, and you can angle it too. So you can 2-frame with it, and you can catch ledge jumps with it, which is really strong. Because if you could catch a ledge jump or catch a 2-frame or catch a neutral get up at 127%, that's their stock. Also, down tilt true combos into it and kills. We see Zomba do that a lot. He does a lot of like down tilt and the Rob F tilt at higher percents. Back air is large. It has a lot of startup, but it's large. Back air is, and it lasts for a pretty long time, and it's strong too. And it moves him in the air. It auto spaces, so it's really safe on shield. You don't have to try to space it. It's good for recovery because you can get that horizontal momentum from it, kind of like Corrin back air, but it's literally just Corrin back air, but better. He has 50-50 kill confirms out of his down throw being down throw up tilt up air / down throw up air or just down throw up smash. And you got to watch out for all of those options because he can just grab you at around 100% and take a stock for it if he guesses correctly. And he doesn't really lose much for guessing incorrectly. Like if he up smashes and misses, you're not punishing him. You're still in like the lag-ish from when you're mashing out of your bury. And if he goes for the up tilt and misses and you don't mash, oh okay, I can just up smash now because I reacted to the fact that my up tilt didn't hit. Or you just up tilt again if their mash is like mixed up a bit to the where they'll dodge the first up tilt. But they'll get hit by the next one if they mash like in a specific way. And it's really easy to react. Also, a broken online feature is that you can literally just look at, this is what I do. You can literally just look at the opponent's hands when you're playing Rob. Like whenever I down throw somebody, I look at their hand. Like that's grimy, but there's no rule against it. So I'm going to do it. I look at their hands. Other players listen for the mash, which is smart. But when you're in a crowded venue with players, it's kind of hard. Especially when there are other people playing around you. It's hard to tell whether or not there's like mashing or it's just the other person clicking their controller playing the game. Rob as well is really adverse in his edge guarding. I already talked about how Gyro is a big back there, but laser's big as well. His back air, like I said, not really the best for going out there because it is kind of laggy, but he does have that gigantic Ivysaur-esque down air, which covers ledge perfectly. His forward air is frame 4, I want to say. Frame 7 out of shield. Yeah, so it's frame 4. He has a frame 4 fair, which means it's frame 7 out of shield. I didn't even talk about gyro out of shield. You can gyro toss out of shield and get true follow-ups out of that. You can fair out of shield. You can up smash out of shield. Up smash is frame 10 and it kills. He's kind of dog at getting out of the corner because of his hurt box and his setup, but he does have really good options for it, such as burner boosting out. If you don't know what burner boosting is, it's like the up B tech. I don't know how to specifically do it. I just kind of do it subconsciously whenever I do. But there are probably videos on it. But burner boosting is really good for getting momentum out of the corner. He can shoot stuff at you for trying to like take up that space to set up for the corner pressure, such as gyro and laser, and kind of force you into shield or retreating so that you give up the space and he can run back to center. Dash attack's a really strong burst option, as well as having combos out of it. He can run up down tilt. He can forward air, which is frame, frame 4, like I said. He has a lot of options. Landing versus Rob, good luck, buddy. With that up air and that gyro and that up tilt and that side B. I haven't even talked about Rob's side B. I've talked about it briefly. You're dead if you're not Bayonetta, because she can witch twist. She can bats within out of the whole move, which is absurd, but But yeah, like good luck finding that character off stage. Good luck landing versus him. Good luck in neutral when he has Nair. Oh, we didn't even talk about Nair yet, did we? There's the main startup for his 0 to deaths, neutral air. It is also another move with a lot of startup, but it's gigantic. You can space it on shield. It combos into his entire kit, not his entire kit, but a good portion of his kit, and kills. You can do Nair side B at 50 against a heavy and kill if you do it close enough to the ledge. Like if you catch their ledge to get up with a perfectly timed Nair, and you can true combo it into gyro into side B and it will kill on like DK, which is absurd. But yeah, like the fact that I can keep rambling on and on is just like, how far are we into this video? I can't tell with the software I'm using, but just like the fact that I've gone this far, Rob is the best character in the game, uncontested. Next pick is probably going to be one that's a little bit less controversial. I don't know how to make it just one. I think you have to hit both. So I'm just going to do both. And yeah, it's going to be Aegis because this character, ooh-wee, DLC, baby, $5.99. Now, if you want a DLC character that plays Smash Ultimate as Smash Ultimate was intended to be played, you got them right here. This character can do whatever they want. Well, they can't zone. Well, yes, they can zone, actually, because Pyro has that flame sword joint, bro. They can't recover is what I meant to say. Easy to edge guard. That's their only flaw. Impeccable neutral, impeccable advantage state, impeccable ledge trapping, impeccable combos, disadvantage with foresight and swapping. Absolutely broken character. Kill power and speed. You can switch to Mithril for speed to catch up to them. Switch to Pyro and get a kill. You can juggle them forever with both characters. You can ledge trap forever with both characters. Fast, safe in quotation marks. Just really annoying moves. It's just because their moves are really fast and lagless that it has the illusion of being safe. You can grab a lot of their stuff if they don't space it. But Lord help you if they do space it and you try to grab that joint, you get S-smashed at 90 by Pyro and die for it. Which that's your fault if you're trying to grab a space move. But you know what I'm trying to say. Even the edge guard argument, a lot of the time they can Pyro can just hug the wall and do that up B joint. And then she'll go above the ledge and up B again and catch you for trying to ledge trap her, which can kill at like 130, which isn't. You're gonna be at 130. You start the game at 130 versus Aegis because Mithril hits you once and you don't touch the. It's literally Smash 4 Fox and Smash 4 Sheik, and then Ultimate Charizard as Pyro. Like Mithril is Smash 4 Fox and Sheik rolled into one, and then Pyro is Ultimate Charizard. So, you're never actually in the lead versus this character. Once you get touched, you're not touching the ground until you're out of combo percent, which for them is 130 plus. So have fun with that. They have that gigantic down. Pyro has gigantic moves. Like that down air is huge, and it true combos into kill confirms at 80. So you can get down air, up B. I've seen. I haven't seen a lot of top Aegis do that. I've only seen one of them do it, and that's Black Twins. Hit down air into up B, and it's true, and it kills. You can do like down air, up smash, down air, up air, and down air is large, so she can space it. Back air is really strong. Nair is really strong. Forward air is really strong. Up air is really strong. F tilt's really strong. That fire move, I don't know why people insist on going for that footstool setup. It's literally so fake, but it's broken in every other aspect. Like it's a good disadvantage option for relieving pressure because if someone's like rushing at you to push their advanced state, you can just smash that. And unless they like perfectly space around it and like dash back, jump over it, or parry it perfectly, you're gonna get a free disadvantage option. And even then, you can like fade back to go to the ledge. It's pretty broken. Mithril, kind of the harder of the two to edge guard, in my opinion, just because she has that side B joint, which is hittable. You can hit it. But even better for her on-stage disadvantage is foresight. And she can even foresight in neutral. She doesn't even have to be in disadvantage. She can spot dodge your move. Like, say you're like spacing an aerial in neutral. She can like roll into it, get the foresight, and then punish you for it. It's so broken. But yeah, Aegis is top 2. Broken advantage state. Possibly the best advantage state in the game. Possibly. If not for number 3 in the game, which is where is he? Where's this character at? Yeah. Bro, if you know me, if you've spoken to me ever, you know I hate this character right here. Even though I think Bayo wins the matchup and it's pretty easy to play, I hate this character. But no, he's not top 3 because I hate the character. I could not mind finding him. He'd still be top 3. Steve does not play the game. He doesn't have to play the game, but you have to play his game. He literally plays Minecraft. He forces you to play Minecraft. He can set up blocks, auto ledge traps for TNT. You can't hit him most of the time. You try to pressure him, he can do dash back minecart. Most characters can't deal with it. He has true 0 to deaths off of a spammable, safe, lagless, quick up tilt, which you can literally just walk forward and mash up tilt. It's like what Ryu's would do in Smash 4. It's that same joint when they would like up tilt you across the stage. The difference is you could SDI that Ryu joint. You can SDI the Steve stuff, but you're still gonna get hit. Like they'll just find some other route. It's literally the same Smash 4 Bay argument. Like literally just SDI. Like no. We're gonna read it or we're gonna follow it and react to it. Aside from blocks, once he gets diamond, he can kill you at 50 guaranteed with up tilt, block, place, forward smash. He can grab you from like a quarter of the stage away if you try to approach him incorrectly. Like the only thing that I would say is like overhyped about Steve is that tweet clip where he's literally just standing staring at the box like what. I mean, to be fair, what is Diddy supposed to do there? But like he should have picked Steph from the start. And even when he was Steph, there were times where he wasn't even hitting the box. He would just kind of stand there. I'm like, dog. But that's not about that set. This is about Steve being top 3 in the game. Pretty much Baby's first gimmick in any fighting game. Actually, no, not any fighting game. There are worse examples. Marvel. But yeah, Steve. Blocks, advantage state, 0 to deaths, ledge trapping, recovery, minecart, disadvantage. Because Anvil's like one of the only non-committal stall and fall down airs in the game. Even though he needs resources for it, it's not hard to get resources as Steve. What else did I need to talk about with him? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. He's easy to combo though, which is nice. All right, top 4. Top 4. Where do you go, bro? I should have scripted this out. I cannot find the characters, but I don't know where they are. Here he is, Joker. Now. Even though Leo doesn't play the character anymore, people seem to have forgotten about this man. But Joker is still broken. Lo and behold, this character has some of the best neutral that I've ever seen in like a character in Smash, other than maybe Smash 4 Sheik. Like Smash 4 Sheik probably has the best neutral in all of Smash, which is I don't know about that. Honestly, there might be a Brawl character with better neutral. I didn't play Brawl at all, so yeah, I was like 4. But yeah, no, Joker has really solid neutral. He has really good zoning in terms of like gun and AHA, and then he has back air, which is -5. And he can space that joint, so it's pretty hard to punish, and it's pretty quick as well. I think it's also frame 5, so it comes out pretty quick. So if you hit the back of his shield, you're going to be taking damage. And he has a pretty decent disadvantage with the down guns, even though you can like kind of space to hit him from the side if he tries to do it every single time. It's good as a mix-up, and the threat of it means that you can't go for direct juggles. You always have to like respect the possibility, which affects how you try to play your advantage state, which is really large. He has pretty good, not even pretty good. He has amazing combo game with like the drag downs and such. His burst up, I think he has like a top 3 dash attack in the game. Aegis has the best dash attack in the game. Well, I don't know, Snake maybe, but Joker dash attack is a really good burst option and whiff punish tool, and it can cross up as well, which can be really tricky. And The main thing about Joker is Arson. Oh, forward tilt is also a really good move. Like dash back forward tilt is a non-committal safe poke tool that's really hard for a lot of characters to deal with. But Arson is the real war crime. Arson is basically Ganondorf and Joker rolled into one because all of his aerials and his specials just get a boost, and his smash attacks. Every move he has changes for the better, except for maybe his up B. Because like with the grappling hook, you can stall your recovery and mix up the timing of when they can hit you. With the up B, it's like probably one of the easiest edge guarding up Bs to edge guard in the game. But Joker in general is probably one of the easiest characters to edge guard in the game. So that's kind of what holds them back from being top 3 in my opinion. Even though Aegis is easy to edge guard, their strengths outweigh Joker's strengths. So like they both have the same weakness in terms of it. They're easy to edge guard. Well, Joker has other weaknesses like a lack of a front facing out of shield option. But like they both excel in like the advantage state, which Aegis does better, and the combo game, which Aegis does better. The only thing Joker does better is because he actually has options for is the zoning, but the zoning's still broken. Arson back air is probably the best back air in the game. Arson down air is broken. It combos an up smash at 70 and kills. Up air is an amazing juggling tool. Very Smash 4 Cloud-esque. He also has fair 1 drag down kill confirm. Fair 1 into up air drag down kill confirms. And fair 1 drag down kill confirms, to be honest. Because if you miss the tech, if you like jump and you get fair 1, you get dragged down with it. And if you miss the tech, it's a true forward smash. And then, you know, Joker also can edge guard you really well with the down guns. He can go out there and he can back air you. When he has Arson, Tetracon is, dude. Oh, there's a clip for it that I don't have on hand. But like Sam Sora was up being to the ledge, and Leo was behind him, and he Tetracon, and it still countered and killed him. And that's happened to me thousands of times as Mario. Like I would hug the wall and up B, and Joker would be behind me and counter, and I would still get hit, and I would still die at 50%. I'm like, oh well, I literally can't do anything about that. So yeah, one of the freest edge guards in the game. Number 5, top 5, rounding out the very high-esque of the game. Part of me used to think it was Min Min, but that's just because like I hated the character. I still hate the character, but like I was just dog water at the matchup. The top 5 for me is like probably Palu, if I can find her. I can't find anybody. There she is. All right, so Palu is top 5. Palu's always been at least top 5 since the start of the game. You're not unique for thinking that she's not good. You don't have personality for that. If you think that, I'm sorry. She's top 5. So the thing about Palu is just her Omega safe neutral. Like forward airs, back airs, unpunishable. Dash attacks are great with punish tool and burst option, and it can catch landings really solidly because of the invincibility on her shield, as well as her back air having invincibility, making it really easy to wall out certain characters. She has one of the best juggling tools in the game with her up air. Neutral air combo starter at 0 is like the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want with that move. It's broken. Down tilt for 2 frames can true combo into forward air or back air for kills, or can like set up for like air dodge reads into forward smash or up air or down smash. It's pretty good. Consistent 2 framing option. Even if you miss the forward air, they're falling down, so they have to recover again. You can just down tilt again if it's like easier on characters like Joker or Mario or Falcon. She has auto reticle and explosive flame if she wants to play that really defensive heavy game that isn't just back airing. So, along with back air, she can like dash back auto reticle, and then again, like common trend with like these characters. Well, only 3 of them, but like she's really easy to edge guard, which is part of her weakness. Like if you want to beat Palu, you need to be really good at spacing your moves to where you can attack the ledge. Like what I'll do as Bayo is I'll go off stage and I'll just hold her bullets, arts, aerials near the ledge, and it'll be like a free hit every time. Or with Mario, I'll hold onto the ledge and I'll react to the startup above B, and I'll do drop down, jump back air. And it's really easy to time once you start getting used to like the startup animation of her up B. Like basically, as soon as she disappears, wait just a fraction of a second, and then drop down and then attack the ledge, and you'll hit her. Pretty easy to get down. But yeah, she has a pretty broken advantage state. Oh, being in the ledge against Palu is insane because that back air, like we talked about, is gigantic. If you want to jump out, you can actually get caught by double jump up air because of the gigantic hitbox. So you got to be careful with that option. Like obviously she has to read it because you can't react to ledge jump in this game. But when she does read it and you're at like 119, that's your life. Top 6 now. We're gonna get to the lower end of top tier here. And that's gonna be Wolf. Wolf When I said that Joker had some of the best neutral in Smash, I was completely forgetting about this character. Wolf is broken, bro. Wolf neutral, laser, nair, fair, mobility, whatchamacallit, dash back, forward tilt, his grabs, really solid character. He has really good combo game, really solid ledge trapping, really solid neutral. Overall, he's just a very fundamental character. Like he doesn't really have cheese like Aegis, Rob, and what's his name? Steve. Steve. He doesn't really have cheese like these characters, but he just does really solid fundamental neutral, and it can out neutral a majority of the cast pretty consistently without any issues. His back air is a smash attack in the air. Like if you've seen everyone's seen that Larry Ler versus Yanni set where he just wolf bears all three of his stocks while being on his last, and it works and he wins. But you can do like fair bear at 60 and it'll kill with rage. Without rage, it's like 80. I want to say 70 to 80. He has shine combos as shown by Charlie the King. Lasers or blaster, if you want to be technical, is a really strong zoning and neutral tool. Can catch stray movement. Like if you're just dashing around for the sake of dashing around, you have that little time frame where you can't put up your shield immediately. You can get caught by laser and you're just eating a free 8 to 10%. His combo game I've already talked about with the shines, but you can also just do if you don't want to be flashy and like too execution tight, you don't have to be. You just do the simple like down throw dash attacks, do a couple of fairs, fair nair up airs, fair up air back airs and such. Nair dash attacks, up throw up airs. Really fun, and it still does like a lot of damage. Nair is super safe as well as covering a lot of his disadvantage options. Like you can land with Nair because it's a sex kick. Obviously, don't do it every time because you're gonna get hit because people are gonna adapt. But it's also really good for ledge trapping just because of how long it lasts and the space it covers. He has really good two framing options with forward tilt, and down smash. His forward tilt is probably one of the easiest moves in the game, other than like Palu down tilt the two frame and Rob Dare the two frame with, just because of like the angled down. And then the down smash kills absurdly early. So you can like down smash at lower percents, and if that hasn't worked yet, once they've reached like higher percent, you can go for the more guaranteed forward tilt and not have to worry like that. And then down tilt's just the safe like middle ground option. Like, oh, you're not trying to fish for that kill, but you still want to two frame them. It's still pretty active, pretty easy to hit, pretty easy to catch most recoveries in the game with, like Palu and Joker. Number 7 in the game. One more thing about Wolf is like it's really hard to keep him in disadvantage. It's really hard to stay away from him in disadvantage because of his insane air drift. Like Wolf's air drift is, I think like it's only behind Puff and Wario, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I know that it's like up there. So number 7 in the game is actually gonna be. I was gonna put Falco for the Zenyu joke, but no. I think Falco's broken though. Number 7 in the game, shout out to Paulo Kage, is gonna be Snake. A lot of people think that like Snake fell off or something. I don't know where that opinion came from. He's still pretty broken. He has like godlike I can't speak. He has godlike zoning tools, such as Nade being the main offender, but he also has Nikita, which is pretty good in neutral. If you can do like that grenade, cancel shield, and then Nikita, and then toss grenade setup, it's pretty good. Up smash is pretty broken for ledge chops. His down tilt is gigantic. Like if you try to box Snake and you're like in that down tilt max range, you're gonna have a hard time. His up tilt's broken for anti airs, out of shield pressure. Even though you can grab it, but like don't try to. Even if the numbers on Ultimate Frame did say you can grab it, don't try to. It's not gonna end well. Yeah, you can't really be above Snake like that. You can't be on platforms. You can't be landing. You can't dash at him too often. Forward tilt's pretty good. Down and out of shield is frame 6, even if all the hits don't really connect all that often. It's kind of inconsistent, but it's still a fast out of shield option for leaving pressure. He can mix up his disadvantage pretty well with like wave bounces and fast fall air dodge, and then that back air, which lasts a really long time. Getting off the ledge versus Snake is a mini game and a half. Well, playing against Snake in general is a mini game. Speaking of mini games, we're gonna get to that in a second. But now like Snake up smash, pretty good, and then you have C4, which is like the main defender of neutral. If you forget about you have to like play 4D chess versus Snake. You got to cover for so many things. You gotta take into account. Okay, he has C4 here. He's got grenade set up here, so I can't really hit him in this way. He's got that up smash, which is coming down, so I can't really attack him here just yet. say he has that Nikita in play, because what he can do is he can put Nikita super high into the air and then cancel it, and you'll forget about it, and then it comes down and hits you. Oh shoot, his grenade exploded, so he just cooked another one. I gotta be careful about that approach. Down tilt if I approach on the ground too recklessly. Up tilt to anti-air me if I'm getting too greedy. Stuff like that. And then the down tilt, up tilt at 160, everybody knows about. And then he also does a lot of damage with his combos. Like Snake isn't really known for like traditionally comboing people, like traditionally in quotes, like most characters like throw into aerial. Like he's not really like that. But when he gets the setups, which aren't really hard to find in neutral, because like the grenades and explosions are going to be everywhere, he kind of like force you to dance into his range, where he can punish you with stuff. So like grenade and a Nair dash attack is I believe around 50-something%, and it's a true combo. He can do like a back throw C4 if he manages to sticky you, or he back throws you to a platform at a certain angle. He can do stuff like down tilt. If he like set up an up smash and catch you trying to whiff punish him with down tilt, and it'll combo into the up smash. He can do like dare into a grenade, which is like far from him. He can dare you into it, grenade, up air. A lot of combos that are true and not hard to set up just because of how he can set up the stage with his traps and such. Only real flaw is his recovery, even though he can mix up his disadvantage. Like I said, some characters can deal with it, like Mario, for example. If Snake goes high, all you got to do is run to his far side and flood him, and he'll die. He has to expend his air dodge, and if he's at higher percent, you can up smash it, or you can just cape him. So yeah, number 7. I just said number 7. Number 8 in the game, another low key controversial pick, but controversial pick, but at the same time not really, is Sonic. So I know a lot of people who think Sonic's top 5, Wrath and Sonic's being 2 of them, but those are Sonic players. A lot of Georgia think Sonic is top 5 in general, and I don't blame him. I don't think he's top 10 though, like top 8. So like the thing about Sonic is like he's just hard to hit. Realistically, Sonic with the lead more often than not is going to win the game unless you're like proficient at the matchup and they're willing to play like Wrath, because like not like only Wrath and Ken are committed to playing like how they play. So Nito fights you, Sonic will fight you sometimes, like etc. But the thing about Sonic is that he doesn't really. There are times where he just won't be touched if he doesn't want to be, because of spin dash, his general run speed, and spin charge. He can choose to just ignore you if you're not certain characters like Roy or Rats or Rob or Snake, which can set up like projectiles to mess it up. But even then, like he can whiff punish you for doing that because of his impeccable ground speed. Like that up smash setup I told you about with Snake, where he can like down switch you for approaching it. Sonic doesn't have to worry about it. He literally just run at Snake and forward at him on reaction to the up smash. He has really high damaging combos. He can do like reverse homing attack into up air 1, regrab, up throw, up air Nair, or up throw Nair, back air, up throw 4 air, whatever he wants off of up throw. He can do stuff like landing Nair, back air, landing Nair, up air, fair, landing Nair into fair, drag down tilt fair. Spin charge in general is just a really solid combo move. Like spin charge into fair, spin charge, and if you DI it incorrectly, you can do like spin charge into reverse homing attack, back air. Homing attack in general being a really annoying move to deal with. You have to spot dodge it. Some characters can't punish it out of parry. You're never going to punish it out of shield unless you're like very certain characters. He has like deceptively strong ledge trapping. Like if you ever fight Sunito and you're put on the ledge against Sonic, then you will understand that like standing at roll distance or like slightly at roll distance and reacting to neutral get up with F tilt is really strong. And he can hold shield at ledge and then like do jump Nair to catch neutral get up, which can combo in the back air and kill at 90. He can catch jumps with that neutral air as well. Forward smash is really good for catching ledge hangs as well if you want to stand there. And it 2 frames and kills at like 80. So it's really strong in that aspect. And if you are living to high percents, but you're swinging a lot, spin charge fair works for a long time, even though you can DI it. But it's still a true combo, and it still kills pretty early, because what spin charge does is it'll like drag you across the stage towards the blast zone, and you're gonna get like killed. So yeah, he's really hard to hit if he wants to be. He can play the timeout game whenever he wants when he has the lead. He has really high damaging combos, so it's easy for him to get the lead. He has really good edge guarding and ledge trapping, so he can take stocks to get the lead. Sonic from behind isn't even that bad because, like I said, the damage output and the advantage state is insane. Only real struggle for Sonic is, I guess, landing, even though he has that air dodge. I can't even really come up with an actual weakness for Sonic. I'd have to ask a top Sonic player and see what they say. So number 9 in the game, another weird pick for me, but like it's necessary sometimes. Oh, people are gonna hate me when they see that a certain character is not even top 10, but they're gonna understand soon. That character is gonna be Pac-Man. Now, similar to Sonic. Wait, hold on. Am I doing this right? Did I count correctly? Hold on. Why are you doing this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, okay, I did. Okay, so like the thing about Pac-Man is very similar to Sonic, very similar to Steve. He can just like play the game whenever he wants to, and it's like, song. There we go. Yeah, he can just play his own game whenever he wants to because of Hydrant, and then standing behind the Hydrant and grabbing his fruit. Pause. But yeah, the thing about Pac-Man is when he stands behind that Hydrant, he cuts off a lot of your neutral. Kind of like Steve standing behind a block and mining. He can stand behind the Hydrant, charge his fruit, and he gets high damage and combos off of the Galaga, off of the Apple setups. He can kill you at like 70 with Bell and the charge S smash. And he can whip punish you for trying to like rush him down a little bit too greedily. He has amazing boxing tools for his owner. That's something that, like, again, makes Rob as stellar as he is. Once you do manage to break Pac-Man's zone and you like try to fight him for it, he has forward air, F tilt, Nair, up air, jab, dash attack, down air. That grab, which reaches a super like far distance. It's insane trying to fight Pac-Man. You can't really. I don't really think any character that's not Rob, Sonic, Joker, Bayonetta, or like, I don't know, I think that's it, are gonna effectively, if at all, edge guard Pac-Man. And I think that's a very viable way to take stops in this game is edge guarding. And when you take away most characters' options, like he can go to the depths, charge his fruit, and then side B back, and then up B, and you're not hitting him. You can't spike him downwards with the 2-frame because he's just gonna bounce off the trampoline and get back. Unless you do like a strong enough spike, which is like hard to do sometimes. Because he can like you can violet down air Pac-Man and he'll hit the trampoline and still bounce back. Unless he's at like 100. And good luck getting him to 100. Unless your character has really good options for dealing with Hydrant. And that coupled with his land, that like adds to his landing as well. He can stall in the air with Hydrant as well. And then he has that neutral air, which is pretty good. Frame 3 option, which also helps for his out of shield. He can fair and out of shield, relieve pressure. And yeah, he can bail out of shield as well if you do something a little unsafe. And number 10 in the game, this can be like a little bit, I guess it could be considered a little bit biased. It could just be me believing in my character, but I do think that Mario is still top 10 even after all the DLC coming in the game. Like I think Mario's broken because he's kind of similar to Wolf and Palu, where he's just really solid fundamentally. Let me take a drink of water real quick. Yeah, I've been talking for a while. Yeah, I think Mario's like very similar to like Palu and Wolf in the sense that he's just very fundamentally solid. Just pretty nothing egregious aside from his kill confirm / combo game. Really solid out of shield with the frame 3 up B, a frame 9 back air and a frame 9 up smash, and a frame 6 up air in Nair. Really good for relieving pressure. He has super OD aerials. All of them are safe except for forward air, which can be spaced and can have pushback. So it's minus 14, but you can do like the pushback and you can space it. So they're not going to grab it. Back air is -2 / -3. Up air is -3. Down air is -6. And Nair is -3. So yeah, pretty solid shield frame data, as well as those aerials being really fast and all of them having combos. Speaking of combos, that's what like kind of excels Mario in that upper top tier area is his punish game. Like if you get grabbed, realistically, like ideally, and this isn't even just if humans could play perfect. Like this is actually a realistic concept. Mario only needs about 2 to 3 grabs to stock, which means realistically he only needs to grab you 9 times a game to win that game. The first grab is going to be like up throw down air into fair, or up throw down air into up air. Second grab is going to be like up throw up air, and then the third grab is going to be down throw into a ladder combo, or down throw into like up air nair, up air fair. And then you can just like repeat that process because you're gonna get grabbed by Mario. It's not like a lot. I've seen a lot of people like say the counterplay to Mario is like, oh, just play to like not get grabbed. That's impossible. Like the character is designed to condition you into shielding with his moves like Fireball, Flood, and back and his safe aerials, so that he can find grabs. Like he wants to scare you into shielding with his aerials, because his aerials can combo into shield or into grab. Like he can back air into grab, he can nair into grab, he can Fireball lock you into shield into grab. Like you can like perfectly time a spot dodge on the Fireball and the grab at the same time, and you can like hope that helps you. But yeah, no, like Mario can just kind of do things when he wants to. He can whiff punish with run up air and neutral and get a kill off of it. His up smash is an insane anti-air because his head has invincibility. Or I don't know if it's invincibility. It's intangibility. His head has intangibility, where you can like anti-air with it really solidly, and it kills at like 125 on midweights. Pretty solid kill option. Really solid ledge trapping with like standing at ledge with shield, and he can react to rolls with grab. He can cover jumps with back air. He can react to neutral get up with up smash. If you want to stay hanging on ledge, you can F smash it, or you can turn around down tilt it, which can true combo in the back air. If you want to do drop down double jump, he can react to that with dash attack, and now you're off stage with that jump. Or you can just shield whatever option you do if you're not like Bowser or Kazuya with a command grab, and then punish it out of shield because of his really solid out of shield game. His only real weakness is his disadvantage in terms of like landing. But even then, he has really solid mix-ups because he can do a wave bounce Fireball. He can do Flood to change his momentum in the air, and he can stall his air. He can stall his fall with the cape. And it's not like Fox Shine where you can only get one shine in the air, and then the next shine you're still falling. He can cape however many times he wants, and he'll still stall each time he capes. You're not really going to be edge guarding Mario more often than not unless he does a really bad jump Fireball out of disadvantage, because you can just hit that, and now he's off stage without a jump, which is just like much easier to edge guard. When he has a jump, you're not really going to be wanting to challenge that invincible frame 3 out B. It's really strong. So, yeah, that's top tier complete, right? Now we're going to get into high tier. And I think high tier is like 11 through 39. But I needed like 2 separate tiers for it because like there's a difference between 11 through 20 and 21 through 39. Like I feel like it's pretty significant. Not too different, but it's there, you know? And number 11 in the game is going to be Samus. Dude, this tier list is good. People are gonna be so mad. Like this looks like an interaction farm, but I promise it's not. Like tier lists are all opinionated anyways. People are gonna win with whoever they want unless they're in like these tiers. These are the only objective tiers in the game. People aren't gonna win with those like win majors or do well at majors with these characters. Thing about Samus is that like really similar to Pac-Man and Sonic and Steve, if she wanted to, she's just not gonna be touched more often than not. She can just kind of stand in the corner, charge shot, throw stuff at you. She has that extremely long grab, which can cover you approaching her, or she can like catch you for trying to shield her projectiles and like grab you from half the stage away. Her advantage state is cracked. Her ledge trapping is unbeatable. You're not getting off ledge versus Samus. It's just impossible. She has really good set play neutral because she has guaranteed rock paper scissors with charge shot. Like she can stand there, charge shot. You have 1 of 3 options, right? You can run at her and assume that she's not going to throw it. You can shield in anticipation that she's going to throw it, or you can jump over it in anticipation that she can throw it. And it's really less risk for her to read all 3 of those options respectively than it is for you to pick one of them. If you jump, she can jump bear you. If you shield, she can grab you. If you run at her, she can throw the charge shot. If you wait, okay, she'll wait too. It's Samus. So it's not really an option. If you do manage to win the rock, paper, scissors and you manage to get past, you got to deal with that frame 4 or 5 up B out of shield, which does a lot of percent and can kill at higher percents. Really quick, Scoops has a gigantic hitbox. It's kind of like Bayo Witch Twist, except she can't combo out of it. But it kills, so who cares? And it has enough knockback and hit stun to like make it so that you're not going to punish the fall afterwards. Unlike, say, Mario's up B out of shield at 0, you can punish it. Certain characters can. Most characters can't punish Samus up B out of shield if they get hit by it. If you're on like a tri-plat stage like Battlefield or Yoshi Story, you can just up B to the platform and not have to deal with you. And then she has really strong kill options that aren't just charge shot, like her dash attack, her up throw, her down tilt, her down smash, her back air, her nair. Really solid tools as well. And then her disadvantage is really good because she can stall with bomb and she can mix up with like wave bounce charge shot charges. So number 12 in the game is going to be Fox. Now a lot of people think Fox is top 10, and I can see it, to be honest. I can see Fox going above Mario, being above Sonic, like swapping out certain characters in certain places. the thing that holds back Fox the most is like, and that's just something in general that people don't consider when making tier lists, is the fact that like bracket. I don't think Fox is a bracket character, and what I mean by that is like, sure, on paper he has all these really good tools, and like on paper he's really hard to beat, and on paper, like a lot of people's tier lists are on paper, and they're like, oh, this character has this character can do this character can do that. Yeah, that's true, but when you're in a bracket setting and you're stressed and you have to play until like top 8 at a major, and you've got to play for like long times a day, you factor in human error, you factor in a bunch of things that can go wrong. Fox kind of gets shoved down a peg. Like these outside, I don't want to say outside factors, but like these guaranteed factors are way more influential than your, oh, but he can do X and he has options for Y. Like Fox requires discipline. Is the word. Discipline to play. He has all these fantastic tools, but you got to be patient, you got to be smart, and you got to be willing to like commit to the character that can just die whenever the opponent feels like he wants to die. Like Fox off stage is sitting duck, literally with up B. Side B is pretty easy to read. Most of them will do it in the same spot, and even if they don't, you can just react to the fact that he's going to go for up B. He's light, and he's a fast faller, so he's going to get hit by most combos, and those same combos are going to be killing him. You know how I talked about Mario and Rob earlier? Rob can do Nair Gyro side B at like 40, and that's Fox dead. Mario can get an up air string starting at like 40, and that's Fox dead. Wolf can fair Bear Fox at like 70, and that's Fox dead. And he gets hit by all of it because it's Fox. His disadvantage isn't the greatest. He has like Nair, the sex kick, but that's about it. And fast fall Nair does because he has a fast faller, so it's kind of hard to react to. But his strengths, the reason that he's still top 15 at worst, is his tomahawk grab. You're not always going to be shielding versus Fox, but you're going to be shielding a good deal because of his pressure is probably amongst some of the best pressure in the game with moves like dash attack, down tilt, Nair, back air, the threat of up smash at higher percents. So it's really easy for Fox to find tomahawk grabs because you're going to be like, oh shoot, I want to get like Nair at lower percents / mid percents and get comboed, or Nair at higher percents and get up smashed. So you're going to shield more often than not. And he can tomahawk grab on reaction. Really hard to react to Fox's tomahawk grab because of his fall speed. His combo game / advantage state is just, it's immaculate. Because if he dash attacks you once, you're going for a ride, bro. You're either getting up tilted a bunch of times, Naired a bunch of times, dash attacked again, or you can air dodge and get frame trapped into another combo starter and rinse and repeat until you're out of those combo percents. Fox also has really good ledge trapping. We've seen Light literally just back air at the ledge, and most characters can't deal with it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this safe, quick, strong move. What are you gonna do about it? And then you already know how Fox's juggling goes. That up air is amazing. You can do like up air on a platform. Most characters can't do anything about it. Up air while they're landing. If they air dodge it, you can like frame trap them with a dash attack or another up air, or you can wait for the air dodge if you can catch up with something stronger. Fox is just a really solid all-around character. Just kind of gets touched and dies sometimes. Who's next? Number 13. Lucky number 13 is Lucina. Because Lucina, again, very similar to Mario, Fox, Palu, and Wolf, very fundamentally solid neutral-based character, right? She can just kind of play safe, No real risk involved in playing Lucina, other than the fact that she's like floaty, so timings can be a little bit off. And if you do it incorrectly, you can be punished. But yeah, she has like really good disjoints, really good frame data. She's unedge guardable more often than not. Like she has to mess up, which can happen because again, we've talked about the bracket factor is more important than the hypotheticals because that's more realistic. But like it's really hard for Lucina to mess up. She can just double jump up B. Most characters can't challenge it. Unless you're, of course, Joker, who has Tekken. But, she has really solid edge guarding herself because Fair can cover a lot of space. She has counter, down tilt, which can catch 2 frames. And then if you manage to get past the edge guarding, you've got to deal with her ledge trapping. Because of her range, her ledge trapping is absurd. You've got to deal with stuff like neutral air, F tilt, jab, fair, back air. Just her weighting, and she can, like, punish you for shielding because you want to shield because you don't want to challenge those disjointed moves. So you either want to be out the way or you want to be shielding them and forcing your way in little by little with like little dash up shields, trying to force your way into her space. And then she can grab you for it and put you in a pretty bad position. She has like down throw combos at lower to mid percent. and at higher percents they stop working, but she can just throw you off stage and set up like those situations over and over again. And then her advanced stage is pretty good. She can catch your landings with stuff like forward smash, up air, F tilt, dash back. F tilt's insane as a whiff punish tool. Back air is really strong as well for catching jumps at a disadvantage, jumps at a hit stun. And she has a shield breaker on top of that. So if you really want to play that patient shield game against her disjoints, you can get caught off guard by any time and die at 50. So that's fun. Number 14 in the game. This one's hard, actually. I want to say Ken, low key. But that's like shuttle bias. So I'm actually going to go with Min Min. So I think Min Min's broken. Like even after the nerfs. Actually, nah. Not Min Min. Pikachu. There you are. Yeah, this was the thing I was talking about. Like when people see that I don't think Pikachu's top 10, they're gonna like think I'm on drugs or something. But like I don't know, because like I think Pikachu being the best character in the game is such like a 2019 opinion. You know, like you know what I'm talking about. I kind of think that we've moved past that stage of the game where dude, what do we do? What do we do about the rat? You know, like I don't know, like. Obviously, he has great tools, right? And I don't think Pikachu's a bad character. I just think everybody listed is better than he is. You know? Like, the thing about Pikachu is, like, yeah, he has some of the best neutral with, like, T-Jolt, which can control neutral in most matchups. Insane aerials, insane tilts, insane punish game. I think, like, he has some of the best punish game in the game. Some of the best punish game in Smash, period. Aside from, like, Bayonetta and Smash 4. Falcon and everybody in Melee, honestly. And everybody in 64 because there are no air dodges in that game. But no, like Pikachu has true touch of deaths, like really good bridge combos, really good edge guarding, really good juggling. He can catch your landings with dash attack and kill you pretty early. He has up throw if you want to shield against those strong moves and kill you with that. And up throw thunder as well to catch lazy DI. His combos do a lot of damage and they're pretty effective and consistent. You're not really going to be falling out of them too much like you would with like Fox. So you can just randomly fall out of his up air or his forward air. Or not his forward air, but his down air. Or it won't send you in the certain angle that he really wants it to. Snake down air we talked about. You know. But Pikachu kind of has that consistency other than his forward air. And his forward air is more of a combo ender, not a combo starter. And Pikachu also has really solid ledge trapping because of like back air's coverage. You're not really going to be edge guarding Pikachu because of like quick attack unless you're like Rob, Mario, Joker, Wolf with F tilts to catch 2 frames. Because like the hurt box shifting on quick attacks kind of in your favor. Certain characters can also edge guard them like Peach with turn up, toss down. And like that's about it really. Mega Man has to time it down there, but that's really hard. And then yeah, he has really solid getting off the ledge too, because he can just jump quick attack and most characters can't punish it. You can read it, sure. Like Fatality's done it before in like a -8 matchup, but like still, you know. I don't know. I just feel like Pikachu gets outclassed because he kind of struggles with the range game. And he is kind of light, so he's pretty easy to kill once you can get your hands on him. He's not that hard to hit unless he's pancaking. Like when he's not pancaking, he's probably one of the easier characters to hit if you just have really solid neutral. And like again, that rage game is huge. Landing isn't really that bad for him, but quick attacking out of the air is also kind of committal in a sense. I don't know. Moving on, number 15 in the game is also pretty hard. Because like top 15 is also another one of those thresholds that people care a lot about. I could say Pokemon Trainer, honestly. I could say Mega Man, honestly. I could say Ken. I could say Cloud. A lot of characters can be number 15. Diddy Kong, even. Greninja. Like, they're just really... Oh my gosh, dude. What the heck? How did I forget about Peach? Peach is broken. Okay, so like, Peach is another one of those characters that's like really solid. But a lot of things kind of hold her back. Like, again, we're not really in 2019 anymore. So I feel like this isn't... Speaking of not being in 2019, this character is not good. She's not bad, but she's not, top 5. Y'all got to slow down with that. But yeah, like, thinking about Peach, again, kind of the same issue where it's like a bunch of safe stuff, right? And a bunch of solid ledge trapping options and high damaging combos. But if you have really solid neutral, and you can outplay... Oh, no. This is another big factor with these two that I forgot to mention. Like, the same factor as Fox, that bracket factor. Where, like, if you're playing in a very long bracket with a lot of good players, you have to have consistent execution consistent, perfect neutral, that's impossible. That's humanly impossible. You're not going to always have that. You're not going to be able to play these characters to their best strengths all the time, no matter who you are. I don't even care if you're MK Leo, because like MK Leo is a human being. So like you're not always going to be playing these characters' perfectional strengths, these conceptual concepts. But if Peach kind of struggles with range, she's really floaty and light, so like it's really easy to juggle her as well. Her disadvantage is dog water. You can't really edge guard her because of like parasol and float stalls. But if she's landing, yeah, you can probably catch your landings as well. If you have a sword, like I said, if you have good hitboxes, her neutral is pretty easy to beat. She's not really gonna get off ledge like that because again, she's slow, and that's another thing. Like her speed kind of keeps her back as well. Her advantage set is amazing. Her ledge trapping is amazing. Her combos are amazing. Other than that, she's kind of like bad, not bad, but overrated. Her edge guarding is fantastic though. Don't get me wrong. Nair at ledge, like floating Nair at ledge, and then just throwing turnips at you, can kind of just like invalidate most characters in the game. And then she kills pretty easily. She doesn't really struggle to kill like that. She has back air, nair, fair, up air, dash attack. Number 16. Huh. This is harder than I thought it would be. Probably Link. Probably Ken. I'm not going to rank Dark Samus because, like, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to, like, move other characters I'm not going to rank down here. I'm not going to rank Dark Samus, and I'm not going to rank the Mii's, and, like, that's literally it. Where are the Mii's? That's literally... I'm not going to rank these characters. I don't care about them. Sora? I might rank Sora. I don't know. He's still kind of, like, recent. Not recent, but, like, he's not... I don't know. We haven't really had him for that long, have we? A couple months? I don't know. Number 16 of the game is... shoot, bro. There are a lot of good characters in this game. I'll go Cloud. Like again, like another early ultimate opinion was that like Cloud was just kind of bad because he doesn't have limit anymore and his Nair is really small, which are both limiting. Oh my gosh, no, this is not a joke. No pun intended. Both limiting factors, but he still has one of the really solid neutrals. He has back air, forward air, cross slash, up tilt, grab mix ups because you're gonna be scared of those disjoints. It's like that Lucina and Fox factor where they can like jump at your shield and like, I got a shield, and they can just grab you and put you in a pretty bad position. He has some of the best ledge trapping and advantage state in the game. Like trying to get off ledge versus that back air, good luck. Trying to land versus that up air, and then that dash attack. She has burst landing options. Pretty unfun. Really solid outer shield in this game. He lost Nair outer shield, but he gains something arguably greater in up the outer shield. Limit is still a pretty strong factor. You can still limit camp in this game, even if it runs out in 15 seconds. Toss a blade beam, get some distance, charge limit again. You can edge guard with down air, edge guard with limit cross slash, 2-frame with dash attack, 2-frame with down air, like I said. He also has up smash out of shield, which is got a buff going from frame 15 to frame 12, which is large. That's huge for Cloud because it makes anti-airing and relieving pressure for kills that much easier. We already talked about how like normal cross slash is a really good tool for stuffing out approaches. It's just got like cross slash 1 has an absurd hitbox, which is really good for just calling you out for trying to jump at him, run at him, etc. And his only real weakness is his off-stage game, which we've seen players like that Spargo recovery was insane. That was godlike. But yeah, he has like circumventions for his recovery weakness, being like limit charge, cross slash stalls, blade beam stalls. Yeah, Cloud's a pretty solid character. I don't think he's bad at all. Number 17 in the game is Ken. I've wanted to put Ken in top 20 for a while. I think Ken's like really solid. His neutral is really strong because like you can just kind of play that Street Fighter-esque neutral where it's like walking back and forth, throwing out safe normals, and playing it patient. He's kind of got that Mario factor where you only necessarily need to win a couple of interactions per stock. And it's not the same as the bracket factor because the difference is he's gonna get those options guaranteed every game. He should be getting those options guaranteed every game. Like down tilt, up tilt. Those are pretty strong kill confirm starters. And they're also both safe. Like if you try to punish Ken down tilt out of shield, you're gonna have a hard time. He can catch you on the left. He can catch you in the corner pretty easily because like his corner pressure is really insane. His edge guarding is not the best, and his juggling is not the best. But his neutral is just so fantastic, and his skill power is so. His his damage output with that neutral and then that kill power is broken. Like he only really needs to down tilt you a couple of times per stock to take it, or up tilt you a couple times per stock. He can kind of circumvent his disadvantage versus characters that don't have like reliable multi hits with focus and fastball air dodge. Hadouken stalls him in the air as well, so that's pretty good. His recovery is his only real like. I don't know about that one, Chief. Like you just kind of like body him off stage with certain characters. Number 18 in the game. Um, Youngling could go there to be honest. Wario could go there to be honest. Huh. I want it to be either Youngling or Wario. I'll go with Youngling because like the nerfs, the Wario nerfs, kind of make it annoying. The thing about Youngling is like he's got that Pac-Man factor with really solid zoning with broken boxing options. Like that down tilt has some pretty solid range to it, and it's safe on shield. You can't grab it. It has really good combos, so you can do like down tilt up air, down tilt fair, down tilt up B. All of them will kill. All of those combos kill or just do a lot of percent. He's got really solid zoning and like the arrow and the boomerang, and all three of his projectiles have combos, bread and butters that do a lot of damage, and all three of his projectiles have kill confirms out of them. That's broken. That is insane considering how low committal they are. He kind of has that pogo stick down air, which is pretty good for catching aggressive jugglers. So it's like his disadvantage kind of circumvented, but other than that, it's kind of easy to hit him. And he can do like, dude, one of the thing that kind of pushes Young League over the edge for me is the fact that nigga can do like back air nair on you. Like, have you ever seen Toast do that joint where he'll run at your shield and do like back air, cross up, and then immediately nair for you trying to punish the back air. And the nair itself is safe. So even if you hold shield, you don't try to punish the back air, he can nair, and that nair will be safe because of how low he is to the ground. That joint right there is what pushed Young League over the edge for me. I'm not gonna hold you. And then he's pretty easy to edge guard in terms of weaknesses. If you're managed to break his zone, even though he has like that down tilt and that up B, he's still pretty easy to box if you have the tools for it. He only really has bomb to help his recovery out, but even then he's pretty easy to hit off stage. So yeah, Wario's number 19 in the game. Wario's kind of dumb. Really solid neutral. He has that solid air drift that we talked about with Wolf. He has really strong combo game, really strong advantage state. He can do a lot of damage with like nairs, even though a lot of the cast falls out of it. You can do like up airs, up to up airs, up to up airs, grabs. Really good damage output. Really good anti-zoning game because like you can just kind of wait. I get that wall factor, baby. I can just wait. If you want to run away and throw stuff, that's perfectly fine. I just need necessarily 2 or 3 neutral interactions when I have waft. I can camp for it again and get half waft and then kill you again. Even if he doesn't have waft, his kill options aren't that limited. He has down tilt dash attack. He can 2-frame you or catch your neutral get up with F tilt. He can back air you to catch jumps, or he can do falling back air as a whip punish. Down air kills off stage for edge guards. You can do like reverse up B and then like hold down so you get the beefy part so you don't grab ledge and get the release hitbox like what Gluto does. And he struggles with swords in range pretty heavily. Characters like Cloud, Lucina, Palu and like Sonic, even though he doesn't have the range, he has that runaway game. Like Sonic's one of the only characters in the game that's gonna outcamp Wario. He doesn't care about waft because like, what the heck? Try and hit a falling up air on Sonic consistently, especially when he knows that you have waft. Yeah, good luck hitting him with it then. But number 20 in the game. This is a big one. We're closing off that section of top 20. This is an important decision. And I think that's going to be Pokemon Trainer, to be honest. Pokemon Trainer, another really fundamentally solid character, but this time, instead of 2-in-1 like Aegis, it's 3-in-1. That doesn't make them better, though. I don't know. Some people think like that. I don't. Okay, I've been talking for a bit. But Squirtle. Basically, here's the flow chart, right? Squirtle for the damaging combos, get them to a higher percent. Ivysaur to get those kill confirms / the zoning once they're at that higher percent. And you don't want Squirtle to get cheesed at low percents because he's light. Charizard for clutch and for recovery. That's the flow chart, and that's you can go into every match with that game plan and then adjust accordingly depending on the opponent's character, playstyle, etc. And you'll pretty much do fine. Like I think Pokemon Trainer is a bracket character. They can do really solid for a long amount of time, and you don't really get stressed like that. Squirtle's got really good normals, really good combos. Ivysaur's got really good zoning, some range to him as well with that back air and that forward air. And then Charizard is the clutch factor of Ultimate. Like Charizard might as well be a DLC for Pokemon. Like Pokemon Trainer is Squirtle and Ivysaur. He paid $5.99 and he got himself a Charizard. It's crazy. Back throw, back air. Charizard just existing in last hit. I think Charizard's the best character in last hit situations, low key. That's just me though. They kind of ignore disadvantage with their swaps, even though you can read it and punish it. But it is still a really solid option. Ivysaur has that really strong down air for edge guarding even after the nerfs, and pretty solid ledge trapping. Charizard has some of the best ledge trapping in the game. Just standing there in shield as Charizard is broken. And then obviously like landing versus Charizard, landing versus Ivysaur. Gonna be a tall task. They do kind of struggle once they get hit though. Like I feel like I've never really had an issue comboing Pokemon Trainer and keeping them on the ledge, and then keeping them in off stage as well. You can edge guard them. You can out neutral them as well. Squirtle struggles against range. Ivysaur struggles against range. Charizard struggles against characters that don't get scared. Dude, it took me 30 minutes to do top 10 and 30 minutes to do top 20. That's insane. Oh, it's on loop. I'm good. Okay, never mind. I was scared. I forgot I put it on loop. All right, so 21 through 39. Here we go. Diddy Kong or Mega Man? Or Sheik, to be honest. Or ZSS. A lot of options, I'm going to go with I think I'm going to go with Diddy Kong here. Diddy Kong, another fundamentally solid character. A lot of neutral. A lot of patience. A lot of ledge trapping as well. That's a big one. People used to think Diddy Kong really didn't do damage like that, but then Tweak and Aaron especially. I think Aaron more so than Tweak started revolutionizing Diddy Kong's punish game, like combos wise, and showing that character can do a lot of damage. Let me take a swig of water real quick. Yeah, like Diddy Kong is really solid combo starters with neutral air, down throw, falling up air, landing dare, banana, and then imagination. You can like do whatever you want after you get a banana trip. Like literally whatever you want. He has really solid ledge trapping because like we've seen Tweak stand on the ledge and hold a banana, and then you kind of just react to options from there. You can place banana at neutral get up and stand at roll distance and cover jumps with like jump there or F tilt. You have to run up and get the F tilt, obviously. They can do like jump catch the banana with whatchamacallit, with air dodge or Z catch. But you can like react to that and forward air them for it, put them back off stage. And Diddy Kong only really struggles with zoners like that. You know, he can't really get in on zones. They can punish him from a long distance for trying to pluck and grab banana. He loves he loves fighting sword characters, which is like important in a game like Ultimate, where all the swords except Mennonite and Marth are viable, because you can whiff punish them, and so in a way that other characters can't, because you have that banana threat and you have monkey flip. Speaking of monkey flip and speaking of banana and speaking of pop gun especially, this character's movement is insane. Like you've seen the pop gun cancels that Aaron and Tweak can employ. That is large in a game with limited movement options. If your character is able to move like that, take advantage of it as much as possible, because it can trip up your opponent. No pun intended. Like if you can move like that, move like that. And obviously, move with purpose. Don't just do it just to do it. But the pop gun cancels, the wave bounces, the monkey flips, and the mares help his neutral and his disadvantage so much. You always got to keep the opponent on their toes. Like I love that. Like that's my favorite part about Diddy Kong as a character is his movement. I love just watching good, solid, fundamental Diddy play. Player 1 is like the most technical Diddy Kong in the world. You got to watch Player 1 play, and you'll like understand. Like this character is like really fun, really cool. You know, just fundamentals. Number 22 in the game. Dude, tier lists are hard, man. Sephiroth? I don't know. There are a lot of good characters in this game. I'm gonna go with good old Greninja here. Greninja, right? I don't know. He can like dash attack you. Obviously, there's more to that, but that's gonna be the main thing. Even though you can grab it if he doesn't cross up, it's grabbable. But it's really solid for catching landings, really solid for whiff punishing. He had to play that camping game, stand at the corner, throw some shurikens, dash attack you for being impatient. He's got that really good spaced forward air for helping the zoning. And like back air as well, down tilt. Really, he has like the best, like some of the best advantage state because like you air dodge. He's got that fox factor where you're gonna like get vortexed a lot for air dodging, and he can catch your jumps with forward air as well and up air because of his high jump height. And he has really good solid kill power. He's kind of easy to edge guard because recovery has no hitbox. He's one of the easier up Bs to 2-frame. And they're always going to do that side B joint, like that Shadow Snake. No one should ever be getting hit by that in 2022, bro. I'm sorry. Like, if you get hit by that in 2022, you're bad at the game. You should shield or parry it every time. Don't try to punish it, though. Just wait for him to up B. I don't know. Some characters can punish out of parry. Some characters can punish out of shield. We're going to do... notice how like the exclamations are getting a little bit less as we go down the tier list because the characters aren't as good as the ones above them, obviously. Number 20. Oh no, there's one more thing about Greninja I wanted to talk about. It was his lack of outer shield that also kind of holds him back a lot, like his huge lack of outer shield. We're gonna go up to 25, and then we're gonna do part 2 afterwards. So we're at 22 right now, 23 in the game. Sheesh, might be Captain Falcon. Yeah, only Smash game where Captain Falcon's really bad is Brawl, to be honest. Falcon's a really solid, again, fundamental base character. Fundamentals and advantage state, especially. All right, have you seen like if you have levels of dedication that Fatality has, you can excel with Captain Falcon. If you hit that lab and you're consistent with it, you can have the advantage state, the punish game, the neutral, the knowledge that Fatality has. But Fatality is just a lab monster. I don't think anybody's ever going to be another Fatality. But you can definitely be good with Falcon. He has just really solid juggling tools. Really, I don't want to say solid neutral. His neutral's kind of sus. Like, I don't know, like struggling with zoners and range, even though he has that really solid burst option. So I don't know. He has dash attack, he has raptor boost, he has jump in, back air, jump in there. So he has really good burst options. But he can still kind of be out neutral in a sense. You gotta work harder at neutral than certain characters like Falcon. Once you do win neutral, more often than not, you can take a stock or you can get them to a position where you can take a stock. He has like unusually good ledge shopping. Like you wouldn't think a character like Captain Falcon would be known for ledge shots. But like Falcon can ledge drop. He has Nair. He can do like jump Nair to catch neutral get up, and then like if you're still on ledge, you can bait the roll with that and run up to roll distance and up smash. A lot of people will fall for it. Back air is really solid for catching jumps and catching neutral get up and catching roll because it's lagless. Dash attack's a good burst option. You can do like back air into instant dash attack. His disadvantage is kind of dog water. His recovery is solid because you've seen the mix-ups that Fatality is able to employ. If you can get your mix-up game up, his recovery is not really that bad. But his like landing kind of needs some work. He's a heavy fast follower. He's got a decently sized hurt box, so he's kind of easy to hit. Can't really get off ledge like that, other than like wall jump back air, wall jump side B mix-ups, up B off ledge to catch people shielding. That's about it. Oh, that's another thing. Like Falcon in last hit situations is almost as scary as Charizard because like you got to deal with back air. He's heavy. You got to deal with up smash, which is lagless. Falcon kick, random Falcon kicks. He can up B you if you're shielding too much in those last hit situations out of fear. And he's got options. He's got options. 21, 22, 23. Number 24 in the game. I think this one might be Min, to be honest. Come with a buck with y'all. Character's absurd. I don't really want to go into too much detail. Just like the fact that no hyperbole, she covers half of the stage with her moves. And then she has good off me options like down tilt, up smash, dash attack, and neutral air. So really good up close, really good out of zone. But if you can break her zone and you can get past her boxing options, she kind of crumbles a bit. Dog water disadvantage, dog water recovery, dog water out of shield if you hit behind her, because she can up smash out of shield. We gotta like punish the back of her shield a little bit, pressure her. She kind of struggles like that. If you got a projectile, I think Rob slaughters mimics. He can like play that long range game, not really have to worry about her throwing out her arms because he can just like laser and gyro. I'm like, oh yeah, you want to do that? I can do that too. And like gyro, he just kind of messes her up in disadvantage. Characters like Greninja and Fox, which are fast enough to get in on her and abuse her disadvantage as well. Like her only option for landing is down there, and that's not a good move. And Megawatt Nair to an extent, but nah. Like Fox, Sheik, Falco can Falco, Fox, Sheik, Greninja can all get in on her with their speed and like oppress her and disadvantage with their tools and buttons. So yeah, number 25 in the game might either be Olimar, Link, Mega Man, or Roy. And it might be Roy, to be honest. Yeah, I'm thinking Roy. So I'm an avid Roy, not optimist, pessimist. Like, I don't think Roy's that broken. I think he has some really good tools, but I think I don't know. I've talked about my flaws with Roy a lot. I think the main thing being like his approaches are really telegraphed, even if they're safe. If he jumps at you, he's committed to you. Like his air grip is so bad. Like if he jumps at you, he has to burn a resource to get away. If he realizes that his approach isn't smart, like I have to double jump back now, or I have to like wave bounce to side B, which is laggy if you're approaching already. You can punish the wave bounce side B. Roy's disadvantage is also among one of the worst in the game. Being a fast faller, he's really easy to combo. His only landing option is fast fall Nair dodge, which you can just start reacting to. He can't really get off ledge like that, and he has one of the easiest recoveries through edge guard in the game. It's absurd. But he has absurd kill power. He has absurd neutral. He has absurd Roy's combo game. Cola is Cola is godlike. Like when he down airs you off a tech chase on a platform, when he down tilts you, when he gets a fair or a nair or a landing up air, it's curtains. You're taking 70 to 90%, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you're gonna get jabbed back here. But you also touch Roy and he dies. So it's literally a double-edged sword. You do to him what he does to you, and he does to you what you do to him. Really easy to hit and die. That's 1 through 25 on my tier list. I'm gonna be doing 26 through the rest of the cast some other time. I just really can't be bothered to sit through multiple hours of this. It's really hard, especially when I'm busy. I have stuff to do. So deuces. I'll see you with part 2 whenever I get that out.